Hey. Straight ball handling work. Hey, 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 hey. Steady carry, steady carry, steady carry. Work, 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 work. It's
I lied. That's not what I did. This is what I did. It's big man
What's good, y'all? It's your boy DT.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? My name's Johnny.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Tyrus. We are 3 different months.
Always chilling. We always chilling.
Always. I ain't gonna lie. Life, that's really like, not chilling, but hard work, you feel me, having fun, but you gotta have time to lay back and chill.
For sure, it's a balance.
A balance, a balance. Some people don't know how to make the balance apparently. Hey, that's like,
How you find that balance?
That's a good question. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like first off, you do gotta start with a schedule. That's first and foremost, because when you try and balance your life out, you gotta have a plan. You can't just go straight forward. Because when you go straight forward with it, it get messy. Just like when you wake up every morning, don't know what you want to wear, you pick out a lot of clothes, and but if the day prior all right, come on, wear this outfit, lay it down. Feel me? It's balance.
Being organized.
You feel me?
No, that's a good reference talking about the clothes. That's a small thing, but it's really big. It's like that's one less thing you gotta worry about.
Facts.
If you already know what you're doing, you don't have to stress over what you're not doing.
Nah, that's what
They say successful people, like people who wealthy, they wear the same thing pretty much every day, so they ain't got to think that much.
I be thinking like that too. I be like, man, I'm about to start dressing like a cartoon character.
But now, if you look, people like Bill Gates and all them, they wear a black T-shirt every day or a white T-shirt, same thing,
typical stuff.
every day.
I mean, why
So
not?
they ain't got to think.
Facts.
They said like when you get your clothes organized the night before, you don't got to think about nothing. Like that's that much more. You feel me? Brain energy you use in trying to pick, because you will be 30 minutes trying to pick out what you're trying to wear.
Think
like,
about 30 minutes. 30 minutes is half an hour. You only got 24 hours in a day. Keep wasting 30 minutes, you're gonna be like, where my day go?
Where my
That's a
day
lot of
going?
brain power.
Looking. Nah, fact. I got a question though. What's your definition on life being short?
Like, is life short?
Like, yeah, like to y'all, like, what's y'all think like life is short? Like, do y'all think life is short?
Depends on how you look at it. I think that's the common thought. People be like, life is short. But honestly, I just think we waste a lot of time.
I feel like that's true too.
It depends.
on.
Yeah.
I feel like it depends on what place you're in. Cause like, for example, if you're doing, feel me, hood street stuff, I feel like that is when shit like that's when like life do get short for shit show, because it's like the way you moving, you know what come with the game. But like, say for example, you chasing the goal and dream, life it's still gonna go fast, depending on how, and it's also depending on how you chasing it. Cause you can feel like it's long when you feel like it's not being accomplished.
Yeah.
Feel me?
I guess that you have to define what it means to be short, or for life to be short.
Facts.
Because if you look at it how long the Earth been here, some people say millions of years, some people say billions of years, and we only be here for 100 years max. Now,
is 100 years a lot of time?
yeah, is it?
It depends on how you look at it.
Depends how
Like,
you
to some
look at
people,
it.
100 years, that's a lot of time. But
While you in it, it's a lot of time.
if you look at it from a big picture point
Yeah.
of view, it ain't.
If you look at it from millions of years, the Earth been here,
Yeah.
it's not a
That's
long
not-
time at
that's
all.
not-
But like, we've been living for 20-something years. Is that a lot of time?
It feel like it.
It feel like that's a lot of time.
And when I say that, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like 22 years, it's not a lot of time to me. And I only say that because it's like, it's so much stuff you're capable of doing within them years, you feel me? And that's where I get like, you feel me? What you doing with it?
No.
Damn, I was witness a dog being murdered. We would have been sued, boy.
I'm going crazy.
We keeping that on there too.
That dog's life is about to be short.
Hey,
No, but that's to your point. Like, that dog gonna die right there.
quick.
Real quick.
Hey,
But
man,
that just show how precious life is
is.
itself. Because we could die just like that. I could have walked in front of this car and smack.
And that's, that was a good ass example. I ain't gonna lie, like, that shows you right there like how short life can be in a split second, and niggas, and we choose not to fight our goals and dreams in the time we be in. We don't know when, you know, I'm a religious person. I don't know when God is ready for me to come up to him. You know what I mean? So 100 years,
What is that?
it could be long, but it could be short. At the same time, it's all what you did in that 100 years. It could be 100 long years if you ain't did nothing.
Yeah. I guess both could, I'm also understanding a lot of things can be true. Like, yes, life can be short, but yes, we also waste a lot of time. So, like, with knowing that life is short, why do we continue to waste time is the real question. We know we're not going to be here forever, but we do know once we die, we have a legacy that's going to be left. How do you want to be remembered? Because you don't be remembered, period. Someone going to remember you. I lost a lot of people. I remember them for who they was. Now, as I walk through this life, I walk around like, how do I want to be remembered? Or not even that, how do I want to be forgotten? Because not everybody going to be remembered. I don't know who made the Chrysler 300. Yet I drive this joint every day. And it's not even about like your name being remembered, but it's about what you do while you're here. And how much of a long-lasting legacy or impact can you add to this earth during our short time.
And I see, and that's why I'm like, ooh, I ain't gonna lie. What you say? What do you say? How when we die, what are we going to be remembered of? I feel like we in the time period now. Everybody want to be remembered for like certain things and not everything. Like, I ain't gonna lie. When I die, I want to be remembered for everything. Like, you feel me? Like everything I put on the table.
Which is a great question, actually. Like, how do you want to be remembered? And you know, I be asking that during the I Am Somebody interviews, and a lot of people be stuck on that question.
That's a hard
That's a
question.
hard. That's
It is a hard question.
I ain't gonna,
Because in order for you to think about how do you want to be remembered, you have to think about the fact that you're not going to be here forever,
Right.
which
Right.
is terrifying.
Right.
because
But,
we live
but
it
that
up.
question right there, like when you realize you're not gonna be here forever, that make you look at time different though. So
Yeah.
if you think if you got 25 years left, that might seem long, but if you realize you're gonna be gone after that, that 25 might
Like
change
a
your
real,
whole
I got a
perspective on
question.
time.
Hey,
Like,
I got a question.
A real question is like,
If we probably might say the same thing. I got it from both of
we
y'all.
probably already say the
If-
same thing. Count to three.
If
One,
what?
two. If you knew he was about to die today.
If you your mama. if you knew,
No, for
listen,
real.
if y'all, this is a question for both of y'all. Now I go after y'all. If you knew you was gonna die in 2 years, what would be something you accomplished? What would be something you would want to accomplish in them 2 years?
You better than me, because I was about to say today.
one day that put a lot of pressure on you.
But yeah,
What
2
you do
years.
in
Let's
that
do
one
2 years
day.
first.
2 years.
2 years, man. And that 2 years, I ain't gonna lie. It's a whole. I had to. I'm making a movie for sure. I
sure.
gotta
What type
make
of
a
movie?
movie. Man, I want to do some type of romance or something like that. You feel me?
Are you
Let's get
okay?
it started. Let's get it.
Okay, we
Hey, all y'all out here who watching, we might be looking.
It's gonna get deeper.
gonna
This
get
only the
real
first
quick.
episode too.
You feel me?
It's
Yeah,
gonna
we-
get way
yeah,
deeper.
we
But nah, you
put stuff
said.
together.
But show you said a movie.
I gotta make a movie, and I gotta act in it too, though. You feel me? So I gotta do that. That's something I gotta do. It's really kind of like a bucket list type of thing. You feel me? Like your bucket list. But I gotta make a movie. Man, it's so much stuff. I gotta do a mixtape of music.
Like a music video.
Yeah, no, like a whole project though.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta do that.
Show.
That's just something that's on my bucket list. You know what I mean? Like I gotta do that. Man, I had to go. If not play, at least try out for an NBA team, but play the NBA game.
I like
you
that.
feel me?
I
I want to play in at least one NBA
Okay,
game.
I like
You feel
that.
me? I gotta just see, like,
At least just I see. I like
give me a
that.
10-day contract or something. You feel? I
It's
just want to
just
get on the NBA court. You feel me?
What you was gonna
So
say?
yeah, that's pretty much. It's a lot more, but them some of the main things I had to do. If I had 2 years
Like
left,
it's on the bucket list.
I'll be them some things I had to do to make happen, like for sure. But it's plenty more. What's up? What about y'all though?
I ain't gonna lie. You are alright, everybody.
Hey, that's a tough question. I can't even comprehend that thought. I think 'cause 2 years is, again, to go to that relativity of time.
You feel
Like,
me? Is that
time,
long or
is
short?
that long or short, right?
Yeah.
It's like 2
I
years.
go. The way I'm gonna make it though, it's gonna be the longest 2 years, and I'm gonna say it like this though. First off, I want to act in the movie, I want to be in the movie, and I want to make a movie. I ain't gonna lie. I know a lot of people, rappers, famous people say this, but I want to put my mom in some. I want to do something for my mom that she always wanted.
For sure. I was
And that,
gonna add that too,
you
some
feel
with
me?
family. Yeah,
That,
you
like,
definitely gotta.
you got to, and that's
Yeah.
just with 2 years and I'm knowing about that, she has to get something. And she probably gonna do everything for me because she know I'm about to die, which is crazy. But because 2 years, and when I do die, because look, for example, if you accomplish all your goals in 2 years, what you kill me. Like, I ain't gonna say kill me, but I can leave. Because you left it all on the table.
I was listening to somebody and they said that. They said people who have figured out their purpose and they accomplish all their goals are not afraid of death. The only people who are afraid of death are the ones who know that they haven't done everything that they could.
That's a fact.
Now,
That's a fact.
what would I do these 2 years? Y'all know I always gonna be a little different. I think I would just try to love as much as possible. Like love my family, love strangers, love everybody essentially. Just love. I wish I could love everybody, join on.
And when you say that, like, what would you do so people would know that you are carrying the love for them?
Pushing that brand. Everybody, somebody. It's like I would try to sow as many seeds as possible with the hopes of one day they grow. It's like
getting impact on people.
Yeah. Leaving a long-lasting impact. Because you never know how you could. Especially, I know what J. Cole said. He said, "They only feel you after you go, or I've been told." And now I'm caught between being hurt and getting old.
Facts.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. Like,
that thought be going through my head. I'm like, now I'm caught between getting old and being hurt. And it's like, yeah, they respect you a lot more after you die. And I think Vincent Van Gogh, I think it was him. It was one of the artists, famous artists. He died broke. Now his art is literally everywhere.
Yeah.
So they definitely, your respect levels go a lot higher. Yeah. So
And
I think I would plant the seeds with knowing that once I go, my legacy is just gonna water all the seeds I planted while I was here.
My mama told me something yesterday. She said something like, you have a lot of people that when you are successful, but you have a lot of more people at your funeral. And she said this, and it's a 50-50, take it, you don't, you do. It's like, because the ones who there when you go is the ones that you didn't see when you was being successful and making it and that, having your big events doing, like when you was grinding, that don't be there, but they there when you die at your funeral, is the ones who wanted you to go.
Dang, you think so?
I couldn't make this, I couldn't make that, but I can make your funeral, because I
think those are the people who don't understand how precious time is, how precious life is. Because I done seen it.
Gone,
like, for real, I done seen it. Yeah. Like my grandma died. All these people sitting there crying. I was like, well, y'all ain't seen this lady in 5 to 10 years. And they either crying from an aspect of, dang, she really gone and I haven't been here in 5 to 10 years.
That guilt come in.
That guilt come in. And it's like, why don't we treat life as precious as we know that it is?
Because you don't know how.
It's like we know glass is fragile, right? We know glass is extremely precious. We're not gonna sit here and play catch with a piece of glass that we know is expensive. Why we sit here and play catch with life?
Because people don't know how expensive it is until you go. That's me personally thinking.
I mean, but we do though. At every funeral, people be crying, right?
A late.
But that'd be for the moment, and then a couple of time go back, right back to reality.
Yeah, but it's like
life.
You know that you're not gonna live forever, and the people around you not gonna live forever. Why don't we treat each other like Why do we treat each other like we gonna be here forever? It's like, say you got somebody that you know you love. That's why I don't argue and stuff like that, because we can literally be going like that. What's the point of me holding any type of grudge at anybody if I know that our life can be over right now? And a lot of people say, well, they say tomorrow, but the truth is you be going today. I can hop in this car right now, go home and not make it there. I know because I seen it happen. That's how fragile life is.
And I feel like people, and I feel like another reason, because some people do it during life. Feel me? And some people, I feel like everybody is not meant to be in your circle. And the people that, for example, separation. And when you do separate yourself from people that's not on the same path as you and they do pass away, it ain't like you missed them. You just missed what they could have become.
That too. Like the thought of.
Because say, for example, we both on the same path, but you're holding me down, and I take off, but then years later, you just somehow pass away. I feel like I'm not crying because I'm sad that, oh, you passed away. I'm sad that I know what you could have become.
Like that potential.
I know the potential you had, and for you to be laying right here, maybe like some of the friends I had passed away. The situation that they put themselves in, it's like it's sad for me because I know the potential that you had. We grew up together, so I know it's a different way. It's a different way around this. So when it's like you pass away, it's like I'm sad that you passed away, but I'm really sad. I'm 10 times really mad Because the potential that you have, that's in you. Because how precious your life is. And you didn't see how much precious your life was more than I did. Because some people love you more than yourself.
Yeah. And that's why it's important to surround yourself by people who see you not for who you are, but who you could be. Because sometimes you only can see yourself for who you think that you are because of the traumas that you've been through. But when you get around those people who be like, nah, I see you as, you a king. I see you as, you a legend.
Right.
You're capable of so much more than you even believe. Once you have somebody tell you that and they start planting those seeds in you, then you can start walking in that light of being who you don't even think that you could be. Because you can be so much more than you think that you can be. And a lot of people lose their lives way too early with the thoughts of where they are been their reality forever. And I always say, don't neglect where your position is now for where your position could be in the future. David was tending the sheep before he was a king. So he had to learn how to be a shepherd to the sheep before he had to learn how to be a king to the people. They all work hand in hand.
They just go with like you gotta learn how to crawl before you walk.
Yeah.
With your time. But I got a question for both of y'all though. So, see, we talking about life being too short. Do y'all feel like y'all live every day to the fullest, knowing that you could die any day, any moment? It's like you forget sometimes. You wake up with somebody die or something.
Yeah.
And I love that because it's like
you really feel like you leaving it all on the table
That's
every day though.
human nature.
and that's human.
Yeah,
But you gotta get over it though.
Got to.
Like if you want it that bad, guess what? Time don't care. Time don't care about your excuses.
They don't.
You can sit here and cry all you want. I'm tired. Oh, my mom is being mean to me. Oh, my girl's not talking to me. Keep crying.
Keep going.
Guess what? The sun gonna come up tomorrow. What you gonna do though? And that's a message to myself because I be sitting there all the time. That's a good question.
That's
I
that-
the same
I
thing.
feel like I know for a
It's
fact
like-
I don't be leaving it all on the table every day.
But
Knowing
why-
that you could die every moment
Yeah,
though.
and not even that. Just knowing that our actions are a reflection, or the results of our lives are a reflection of our actions that we commit.
Right.
If you want something, you have to do something.
Facts.
You're not gonna get nothing if you don't do nothing. And a lot of times we'll know that, but we'll sit around and be like, well, maybe one day.
Or tomorrow I get to it.
Tomorrow I'll get to
Tomorrow I
it.
get
That
to it.
procrastination.
Tomorrow.
But
That
you
scene
might
on
not
Rocky.
make it to tomorrow though.
Exactly.
might.
That scene on Rocky
And-
always referenced. When Creed was young, he said, ain't no tomorrow.
It ain't no.
Yeah,
you
you might not make it.
Might not make it.
I'm gonna say to your question, I don't, and I feel like a lot of. I ain't even gonna speak for nobody. I'm gonna personally just go with me. I don't,
Yeah.
and I feel like that's because
I don't think most people do.
I feel like
Yeah, I
that's
don't
because all the extra distractions that we let in our day.
Facts.
We
feel that.
No, it is.
and
What would you say your biggest distraction is? Give me top 3.
go real quick, DT. I gotta pull my
we
nose.
put the pressure on you.
This is Johnny. I got my nose. My nose. Go real quick.
His nose is number 1 distraction.
Allergies.
Facts.
No allergies.
Allergies.
You can't function with them.
Mama, Lotto.
Oh,
All
man.
right, what you think, D?
Top 3
I'll go right
distractions
after
in
you,
life.
D. The top 3 distractions in life.
To me, I feel like the number 1 distraction is just my own mind, if that makes sense. You know
I
what I'm saying?
do.
Because I
100%.
feel like you could be overthinking, think about stuff that don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like,
A yes, no mind.
Like you know what you're capable of.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ignore it.
yeah.
Yes.
Why though?
Why?
Why do we do that? I don't know. I feel like I self-sabotage a whole lot. But I don't,
Real?
yeah, a lot. For sure.
That'd be in my head.
For sure.
Like,
How you feel
because in
like-
your head you could be both right and wrong. Like you can know exactly what you need to do, but at the same time it's like why?
Why I ain't did it yet?
It's not even that. It's like why would I do it?
Right.
Nobody cares. If
Right.
nobody cares, why should they?
Yeah.
I'm
And
gonna
we
say-
use that as an excuse. I'm not gonna do it just because nobody cares. Yeah, but do you?
But do you? It's your life, not
It's,
theirs.
this is your life. What can I say? This is my
It's
life.
your
Homie,
life.
you decide yours.
Of course, I'm gonna say for a fact, sabotage, and also being worried of the results,
Like fear of failing.
failure.
Yeah.
Cause you like it's really back to you fit me your mind. Cause it's like, cause I ain't gonna say I have like any big distractions like I gotta go to work, I gotta go. No, it ain't none of that. It's really how long is it gonna take for me to get there? When I start this, how long is it gonna take to get to where I want it to go? But like they say though,
That's
when
what
you got
it
a blessing is always gonna be there. But it's hard when you don't have faith in yourself 100%.
Facts.
The question that doesn't turn it then turns to how bad do you want it? Because then the question won't even be how long will this take?
Facts.
The answer to that is however long it takes.
Facts.
It's like how long is this gonna take? How bad do you want it? You're not
how
gonna
bad?
ask that question if you're really doing what you're passionate about.
You ain't.
Because if you're not doing what you're passionate about, you for sure doing something else.
Cause look, if I told y'all, listen, this for both of y'all. I told y'all right now. I can get you a 10-day contract in tomorrow. I can get you to film the biggest movie tomorrow. Y'all gonna do everything y'all can 100% to make that, and no distractions are gonna get there.
Are we?
I feel like because
That's when the excuses kick in. Like, well, I would do it, but
Yeah, but
Like,
I gotta go to work tomorrow.
well, yeah,
Hey,
I
you know.
would, but
No, but I get what you said. It's that fear, because
The fear
we
kick in.
automatically on the first part we think what if this bad thing happens instead of what if this good thing happens.
what if I don't record it right? What if I don't do good in the tryout?
Who cares?
what is all that
Who
fear?
cares? It's better to try and to fail than to not try at all.
Thanks.
Like it's better to try something than figure out, man, I did that wrong. At least you have something to measure
At
now.
least you have something to measure.
At least you
At
can
least
see
you got
where you
something to
messed up and say, okay, I messed up right here. Now I can do this right.
Facts.
But if you don't do nothing, you can't measure nothing.
Right, that is fact. So you were saying basically like, if you know when the end goal or the finish line is, that'll give you more of a motivation to do it versus not knowing. I see what you're saying.
Because when you don't, because I feel like
So-
when you don't know, it's like,
Let me ask you this.
let me hear it.
Would you rather know the day that you were going to die or not know at all? Because essentially that's the destination, that's the finish line is death. Would you rather know the day you were going to die? Like, would you God wrote it, gave it to you in a dream or something and said, Jonathan, your day of death will be this day at this time at this age. Would you rather know that or not know that at all?
I know that at all.
Not know it at all? But ain't that the finish line that you talking about you wish you knew?
That might give you that fire you need.
I'd rather not.
I mean, that for some people, it might give you
I'd
that
rather
fire.
not
Like,
know.
I got 10 years left. It's time to get
It's time
it.
to
Yeah,
go.
nah,
Yeah,
no
but-
thank you. I don't want to know.
But because every day could be your day though.
Every day,
So
and that's how you
that
need
should
to
be
look
enough
at it.
motivation for
That
real.
should be like today could be my last day on this earth. What am I gonna do about it?
So life is short.
It's precious.
It's
It's extremely
I
precious.
like that. I like that. It's
precious.
valuable.
It's
valuable.
For sure.
Is it short?
It depends on how you use it.
Depending on what you call short.
So do you feel like with life being so short and precious, well, how can I say this? Do you feel like, so no, not what should I say? So what do you feel like, you feel me, just for people watching our podcast, what do you feel like people should do since it's so precious, on at least a daily, to try to get to their best without the distractions? This
You know,
for
I
both of
always
y'all,
say
like
that-
how
I
to
always say
distract
the
their
same
distractions.
thing, man.
How can you distract your distractions?
How can you distract? That's a great question. One, figure out what you want.
Find a purpose.
If you don't know what you want, what are you doing? You literally,
Would you say a zombie? Would you say people die at 25? Or what you say?
yeah, they died at 25, not buried till they 70. Like, let me see this. Say we playing a game right now, basketball. All right, let's play a game. Where the court at?
You gotta have a goal.
Where the goal
target.
You know what I mean?
You gotta have a target.
Where the goal at? What we shooting at, for real?
Facts.
If you're not shooting at nothing, you can't score.
You can't score.
Facts.
Now, if you got a goal there and you start shooting, then you can score.
Facts.
There's a better opportunity to score then. But if you ain't got no goal, how you gonna score? So that's first. Set a goal. Next, shoot. Once you got a goal, start shooting. If you're not shooting, how you gonna score? Like, you got the goal, you got the ball. The ball is life. The ball is time. The ball is your treasures, your gifts, your talents, all of that. You got the goal, you got the ball, and you got you. What you gonna do with it? You better start shooting. And if you miss, guess what?
Keep shooting.
Keep shooting. Shout out to Kobe Bean. Keep shooting.
Keep shooting. You got.
People don't care about the shots that you miss. They care about the ones you make. And the ones that you miss, of course, they can lose the game, but the ones that you make win the game. So keep shooting. So that's number 3.
That's real.
What was the 3 so far?
You said
Set a goal.
Set a goal.
Start shooting.
Shooting.
Keep shooting.
Oh yeah. You said keep shooting, baby. Yep. No, set a goal. Keep shooting. Shoot.
Like it's not.
It's
it-
simple,
don't get
really.
no
Yeah,
simple.
it's like how you look.
I feel
how
like
you limit
another thing
distractions.
is-
Then how you distract the distractions. Give yourself a goal and don't let nothing stop you from it.
And I feel like another thing is when you don't know what goals you don't know what you're here for on this earth for, because that's a good one too. Because some people don't know what they're actually here for because they be so distracted.
Call
I feel
me.
Like,
For real.
What I feel like
Public service now.
What I feel like you should do is isolate yourself from people, and just and let your thoughts take control of you.
You can do that to an extent.
Not to hurt yourself, but
No,
to
some people
figure out
get-
what you want to do.
Some
Because
people get lost in isolation and then they never get back. But I get what you're saying. Like you got to gather yourself.
Disconnect
You know what I
a little
always
bit.
say?
Disconnect.
learn yourself.
I always say-
disconnect a little bit.
Disconnect.
If
Connect
you-
with yourself.
Yeah. If you look in the mirror and you see a stranger, it's time to go on a date. because you don't know yourself.
You don't know yourself.
You don't know what you have to offer yourself.
When you see a stranger, it's time to go on the date.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look in the mirror,
You
see a
look in the
stranger,
mirror and see a stranger, it's time to
It's
go
time
on
to
a
go
date.
date.
You
'Cause
take
you
out your
know
phone,
yourself.
take a selfie and be like, who is this? It's time to go on a date because you don't know you.
know who you
And
are.
how you gonna know your goals if you don't even know you?
That's just like when I come home from college and my mom be like, boy, y'all look so older. What y'all want to go out to eat? Let me get to know what you've been doing. Like,
That's a
I need
date.
to know you feel me? I need to know who my son is again. Let me know how you been. Let
Thank
me
you.
know.
You
do
get
you
it.
do you like eating different? Like, you feel me? Like,
You
my
get it.
mama want to rebuild that connection with me because she ain't seen me.
And get this,
build
and get this.
yourself, though.
A
You
feel me?
date. How you make a relationship last? It's not one date. You go on multiple dates. Maybe you haven't been on a date in a long time. Your girl gonna get mad at you.
She is.
She like, why ain't we been on a date in a long
Like,
time?
what we doing?
What we doing for real? What about yourself? When last time you been on a date with yourself? If it's been some years, something wrong. You know what I
Some
mean?
people probably never take themselves on a date.
Oh, mama.
Yeah, they
And they
single.
lost.
They single but together.
Facts.
You can't divorce yourself.
You can't.
Ain't
Ever.
no break.
You can't ever.
It's a lifetime.
That's
Ain't no
death.
breakup.
That's
That's
death.
death.
That's
And
a
even
life
then,
contract.
you still together.
You feel me?
That's
you
too deep,
still
though.
together.
Too
Your
deep for
soul
the
never
intro.
leave.
Yeah.
though.
Too deep for the intro.
That's too deep. You can't divorce yourself. That's dead.
Yeah, that's that.
I ain't gonna lie, but like, so I feel
But
like
yeah,
my-
no. Back to that question.
I'm listening.
You said what to do if you don't know.
if you don't know,
If you
What
don't
your
know your
purpose
why,
is,
your
Yeah,
purpose.
if you don't know your purpose,
I got you. Sit down and figure it out.
I ain't gonna lie.
It's like
Also,
maybe you have a goal or aspiration, and I don't believe for one second that people don't know what they assignment or their purpose is. I think we all know deep down inside. I think we try to bury it with a lot of stuff, with our own insecurities, with our own fears. But deep down inside, we are all naturally attracted to something. We're naturally good at something.
Like a gift, basically.
Yeah, like we all have gifts.
Yeah.
But the truth is, if you try to bury that and you don't work towards it, you can forget that you have it. Like, you ever got a gift for Christmas or something,
Yeah.
and you put it in your closet,
So weird.
so
I ain't
you forget all about it, but it's
Yeah.
still there.
Facts.
Just like our personal gifts. Just because we buried it, put it in the closet, locked it away, that don't mean it's not there anymore.
fact.
And maybe you put it away because you had to fear what everybody else around you was gonna say. Oh man, Jonathan gonna see this, he gonna be like, bro, what's wrong with you? What is that? You didn't even give yourself a chance to see if you liked it or not.
It's not my gift.
And your gift is not for me. Actually, it is. Like, all our gifts are for each other, but that's
Yeah.
another subject. But also,
Which
if you
which
have
your
it-
gift is not meant to me to have.
it's not meant for you to do.
Yeah,
But
do.
it is meant for me to have, because
Yeah.
all of our gifts
Or shareable.
work with each other.
Okay.
Like, everything that you do directly and indirectly affects me. Everything that he does directly and indirectly affects me. We must work together. How do you win a basketball game? You better have you a good team.
Okay, one person.
LeBron James can't win he ain't win 4 championships by himself. He had to have a team of shooters. He had to have a team of rebounders. And just because your gift is not their gifts doesn't mean that your gifts can't complement each other. That's the importance of having a team there. But also, you have to try stuff. Like, I don't know what my purpose is. Well, get outside and start trying stuff.
And also, I say, talk to people.
Talk to people. That's
Because
you want to
sometimes
figure out
somebody will know
something.
you more than you know yourself.
100%. People, not even just that, but we can see each other in different perspectives. Like, I see
ways.
Johnny as Johnny. You can never see Johnny as the way I see Johnny, or the way
Your
DP
point of
sees
view,
Johnny.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's the power of conversation, which is what the trading of perspectives.
Facts.
That's why it's so important for us to talk to each other and to also talk with an open mind. Like, people not always trying to talk down on nobody.
Like, don't be.
Yeah, and people always stand somebody against it, or they trying to
You
help.
you got to learn how to take criticism.
Please do
You got to.
constructive criticism.
Yep.
Sometimes
Thank
people
you.
just need to shut up.
Yeah, for real. And just listen. Just stay engaged, because I know just hold your tongue. Because sometimes somebody will be getting on you, you don't even, and you think they getting on you, like, talking about you and trying to put you down, but sometimes that really just there to lift you up.
That's still recording.
You got one more minute.
Real deal.
No, that's real though. You have to, like you said, take constructive criticism. And also, like you said, learn when to shut up. Sometimes people, I be telling people all the time, look, if you ain't trying to lift me up, then shut up.
Real deal.
Go over there,
Real deal.
because you're not helping my life.
Life too precious not to.
Life too precious to
What y'all
listen
say?
to.
Life too precious not to.
It is. Time is too precious to waste time.
Yeah.
Time move too fast to waste time. It's like literally always gonna be moving. How you gonna waste it for?
For what?
For what? For what? Man,
easy to say that, but you gotta really live that.
I ain't gonna lie, it's
I
hard.
waste a lot of time.
I waste a lot of time. I don't want people to look at me and be like, man, Tyrus must got it all figured out.
Everything I'm saying that we saying, we talking to ourselves too though. Like
Facts.
we talking to ourselves for
no,
real.
really,
We having the conversation to ourselves first. You feel me?
You know who
We talking
Instagram?
to them, too.
You know who Instagram page I be watching the most?
Who?
Mine.
I know it, because you listening to your own message for real.
I be going right to my Instagram, be scrolling down there.
Sometimes you need that self-motivation.
I always say, God speaks through me. I learn from myself. So I might not know something. God gonna speak through me. I'm gonna learn from myself.
You got 30 seconds.
30 seconds. First half time.
I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of fire, man.
I ain't gonna lie. On 3 different minds. Oh yeah. I ain't like,
Let's hit the halftime.
I got a question.
I'm still got you. I still got you.
I told you.
Life too short.
Let me put the wallet down.
You can't hear us. I gotta go too.
It is, but it ain't. If you fulfill your purpose, then I'm like, nah, you came to do what you came to do. But if you die at a young age, like, then life can be too short. So, is life too short? If you don't appreciate it, yeah, it's too short.
DT got one more question.
So I got one more question for y'all, man. So we was talking about life and purpose and stuff like that. So, man, do y'all feel like y'all found y'all purpose or figured out what y'all purpose is in this lifetime?
I'm gonna say.
And I got one more to add to that. Do you feel like you can have multiple purposes? You know what I'm saying? Like more than one purpose in
So
life.
to your second question, I say yeah. We got different talents.
Mm-hmm.
Then when somebody play baseball, like Jordan, he played basketball, he played golf, like he got different talents.
Yeah, for sure.
But my question, to your first answer, I'll go first, T. For sure, I feel like I ain't gonna say I have found my purpose, but I'm still trying to find a path to get onto my purpose. That's basically how I'm saying. So yeah, I found my purpose. I just ain't found the path, the direct path to get to it.
Right.
And I'm not saying it's not in front of me, but I really can't see it right now.
I'm gonna come back at you. I think you're on the path.
You think so?
You know what the path is? When you find a purpose, you start moving.
You in motion.
Are you moving?
I'm moving. That's what
There's somebody, Earl Nightingale once said that success is when you have a worthy ideal and you're making progress towards it.
Fact.
So you know
Okay.
what you know what your purpose is?
Yeah, I feel like
That's
Yeah.
that's the first step of being on that path.
being on that path.
Is knowing where you're going.
Yeah, I just got what we say. You just gotta keep
You
gassing.
just gotta keep going.
Gotta keep gassing.
You know what I mean? So you on the purpose
already.
already.
My takes down. No, I was just talking.
That's another perspective too, though, because like a lot of times, like you said, you feel like you a failure until you get to the finish line. But if you look at it from that point of view, if you already in motion, if you already moving towards your destination, you successful already every day that you do that.
Yeah.
That changed your perspective.
100%. You already on path.
If you wake up like I'm already successful,
If you already know what you're aiming towards, because a lot of people don't even know what they're aiming towards.
Right.
They think they just here just because their parents had sex and they a byproduct of them two coming together. Like, okay,
Facts.
now what? What you gonna do now?
What's next?
My dad always be saying that. He be like, but you hear though.
right?
What you gonna do with
What
that?
you gonna do with that?
You hear? You gonna
This
keep
your
trying?
life.
And you say, they say the chances of us being here is
Slim to none.
slim, even being here.
I ain't know
Yet
that.
here we are.
Yeah, like from you know what I'm saying, your mama said, your mama and your pops, for them to make you, they say that's like 1 in a billion. So everybody here is for a purpose, man, for a reason.
I ain't even know that.
Yeah, they say that for real. Like,
I ain't know that.
chances
You gotta
of being a
think
human
about the
being-
science of it all.
It is a lot of
Yeah. It's a lot.
parents to make you, that was 1 in a
And me,
billion.
I'm even more rare. I'm a twin. So like, I ain't got no choice but to be great. It's my purpose.
It's an accident. Okay.
Basically. I think I'm working my purpose.
Yeah,
I think people who know me know what my purpose is because they say it out loud before I even do.
right.
Like, man, you meant to inspire people, influence people, most importantly, educate people. Because I don't want to just inspire an idiot.
Okay.
Because then I'm going to just have an inspired idiot.
Facts.
So I'm going to educate you. I'm going to make sure you know what you should be inspired in. You're not just about to be out here living crazy.
No.
Now, I do want you to be better than where you are, but that doesn't mean that you're going to be out here living life however you want to live it.
Facts.
Because it ain't worth it then.
It's not.
So yeah, I'm gonna inspire and
Living it up.
influence people to become the best that they can be. Because that's my purpose. And I do feel like I'm actively. I ain't gonna say I feel like I know.
That you're on that path.
I know I'm actively walking in that of inspiring it, and I know because people be quoting. I know because people walk like me. I know because people talk like me. So I know I'm walking in my purpose. And that's not even no cocky, egotistical. Nah, none of that. I just
We gonna get on that.
We're
Wait,
gonna that later, for sure. You feel like you working your purpose?
Yeah, what about you?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I'm finding clarity, like learning about what my purpose is for real.
Which is good, because that's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, for real. I feel like recently I've been kind of figuring out, like, and I feel like everything happened for a reason. So stuff that's happening is kind of leading me to my purpose. I feel like, so I'm getting more clarity. So yeah, I feel like I'm definitely on that path for real. But like I feel like you were saying, like, man, I feel like your purpose is already like meant for you the day you born. To me, I feel like you already got your, but you might be running from it, you know what I'm saying, like, or avoiding it. So I feel like I've been avoiding my purpose for a long time.
It's up
real,
to you.
Man. So it's time for me to
and the crazy
get on
thing,
that path.
God gave us the free will too.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta listen to him,
Yeah.
but you're gonna be in that belly of the well though.
Facts.
You're gonna be stuck. You're gonna
Facts.
feel like you're not where you're supposed to be
Yeah.
because you're not fulfilling your purpose.
Right.
And even when you, I ain't even gonna get on that.
Yeah, we ain't gonna.
I ain't gonna go there
That's
yet.
another
That's
episode.
another episode, man.
As long as we all living in our purpose and on that path, man, we good. Man.
Sure,
We
always, sure.
good.
Man, this was a fire conversation.
I ain't gonna lie, nah, for real. Hey, y'all know what it is. You feel me? 3 different minds. Y'all know we turn. You
Episode
feel me?
1,
This
man.
episode 1 though. Episode 1. Well,
Man.
Plenty more to come.
Plenty.
Plenty more.
Lady.
So,
You feel me? All right, then.
You're stuck right there. You don't move any further.
That's a fact.
You can't stop speaking now. This going on the end.
Yeah, I was just talking. But yeah.
That's real.
Yeah. I mean, just the fact though.
What you said? You said tomorrow here already?
Tomorrow here already. Tomorrow. I mean, people don't understand. They think that they living for now, but you can't live for now. All you can do is live for tomorrow, because time is gonna keep moving. It's already moving. How can you live for now and it's already a second past where you was at?
think about it.
It's already a second past where you was just at. So you can't live for now. You can only live for the future.
That's a bar. Time is already a second where it was just. Time is already past where it was just at. I like that one right there, Derek. That was good.
Man.
What do you got to say to the people who don't understand how precious time is?
I mean, it's not anything you can tell them though. Time is what it is. It's maturity. So it takes growth to understand time. I can tell you, but until you experience it for yourself, you can't. I can't show you. All I can do is be like, the water's right here. You gonna drink? Time is what it is. Like I used to tell them all the time, hey, time is moving with or without you. And after they heard it so many times, I think they was like, hey, I think time is moving with or without me. I think, you know what I mean? Like it kind of sunk in, but it's not anything you can. That's a revelation. That has to be like the light bulb has to pop on, and then you really understand. And then even now, at my age, I still don't have the true concept of time. Like I feel that time has gone faster than I can notice time going faster now than it was when I was younger. But I'm still probably not on the same wavelength of my dad, who's 70, and how he perceives time. You know what I mean? Because even still in my mind, I'm thinking I still got some more time. You can't stop that. It's just a human thing. It's just a natural reaction. In your mind, you still feel like I still got time. Whereas the older you get, you start to realize how precious that time is and how fast it goes. And I mean, time it's like a car. It depreciates.
So you kind of feel like you trying to catch it, but it's still running. It's always running.
Yeah, it's elusive. It's elusive. Yeah.
That's fire. That's all we need.
But you know the crazy thing about time. Like, I remember when I was a kid, I used to say I was always older than I am. Couldn't wait to grow up. You know what I mean? I was like, if I was 12, I was 13, 14. When I was 14, I was 15, 16. You know what I mean? I always wanted to be older. Then when I got older and actually got to a point where I was like, man, I wish I wasn't as old as I am, or at least if I knew then what I know now. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. All that time I spent rushing time. Now I'm like, man, nah, I ain't gotta rush it. They be like, man, you about to be, hey, I'm 43, 44, I'll be here when it get here. You know, I'm not trying to jump the gun like I was. I couldn't wait to get older. And then when I got older, I was like, man, I was rushing to come pay bills. I was rushing to all this extra stuff that come with it. I don't know, it's just crazy. But it's all, like I said, it's all in the perception of your mind, all in the perception of time. When you're younger, you can't wait to get older. When you're older, I don't necessarily wish I was younger, but I don't wish I was older anymore. You know what I mean? I can appreciate where I'm at. I don't want to jump the gun and be trying to. I'm not in a rush to be 70. It'll happen when it happens. It's coming.
Do you feel like you're living in your purpose?
That is a great
Do you
question.
feel like you have a purpose?
I definitely have a purpose. I feel like I can't say that I'm living in my purpose because I don't feel like I'm using all my gifts. And so, I'm living in a purpose. I don't know if it's to my purpose. Right now, I'm still in a place that when I pray at night, I pray that I walk in God's will and I serve His purpose. So I don't know that I'm actually, this might be jumping me off into where I might be working and moving in the purpose that He has for me. But I can't say that I'm using all my gifts, so I can't say that I'm living in my purpose.
You feel like you know what your purpose is?
At one point, I felt like I did, and then I felt like there were some things that happened in my life and situations and circumstances that made me rethink and recalculate.
What your purpose was?
Yeah, like if I was truly moving in my purpose, would I have bumped my head like this? If I was truly in my purpose, would my mindset been so far off track? If I was truly in my purpose, you know what I mean? So I feel like there was parts of me that are still growing, and so there was some disconnects. So I don't know that I was fully aligned with my purpose.
With that being said, so what you think your purpose is now?
That's what I said before. I'm still unsure. Like I know my purpose. Yeah, I'm unsure. I can't say. I don't know.
I tell you, part of your purpose is to be right here, right now, talking to us. I feel like that, just the trading of perspective through conversation here helps me understand my purpose more. So that's part of your purpose there.
Yeah.
It's just to be, man, honestly, I think a lot of us try to figure out our purpose without understanding the greatest purpose is to just be.
Yeah.
And while in the moment, to be you in the fullest capacity. And sometimes we miss it by trying to be something or somebody else.
Because everybody wants to, they forget that they are somebody, so they strive to be something special, which when they put themselves in that box of being special, then there's something they're not. Not that they're not special, but they're looking for that instead of being, the best baller you can be, now you're trying to be Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Instead of, you know what I mean?
I tweeted that today too. I said, if you always trying to be somebody else, you'll never feel like yourself.
Right.
And then you'll feel like you're out of place because you're not being yourself and you're trying to be somebody else.
And I think another thing that plays a fact with the purpose is that people fail to realize that maturity and growth is something. It's not just something that happens at 18 or happens at 21. Maturity and growth happens on a daily basis.
Your whole life until you did.
Then you're not living. You have to live. You have to grow to live. Anything that's standing still and stagnant is not living. So, and I think people confuse being alive with living. Just to be alive is not the same as living. That's something different. You know what I mean? And so when you ask about purpose, it has to have all of those variants. There's so many variants that play a part that, as you grow every day, you know what I mean? Like, for instance, who you are right now is not necessarily who you're going to be 5 years from now.
Right.
So maybe I was in my purpose 5 years ago, but since I've grown since then, my purpose has now changed.
It shifts.
And now it encompasses something different.
So you feel like, so basically what you're saying, you feel like your purpose can change during situations.
I feel like your purpose can change based on circumstances. Your purpose can change based on where you're at mentally. Your purpose can change on what your perceptions are. You know what I mean? Because you may perceive yourself going down this path, but then there may be something that shifts your mindset. There may be a growth. There may be an elevation. There may be a part where you go down and have to come back up to realize that your purpose may have shifted. It may have changed. So I mean, there's, like I said, there's so many variables that play a part in it.
I feel so. What about? So when do you feel? So when do you realize? So when do you start chasing your purpose? When you know it's your purpose, when do you start chasing it then? If you feel like it's gonna change.
Well, you don't. That's the thing. You don't know if it's gonna change. You don't know when it's gonna change, right? So I mean, it may not change, but because you're not the same person you were, it may. So it might be 5 years. It may be 10 years. I mean, it really depends. And then you have to start to think that it's not, maybe my thing is not just one particular purpose, but maybe I have multifaceted purposes. So maybe one of my purposes is to be a speaker. Maybe one of my purposes is to be a teacher. Maybe one of my purposes is to be a leader. And maybe you walk in those purposes in different roles. So maybe as in this purpose, as being a father, I'm a leader. Maybe in this purpose as being a Sunday school teacher, I'm a teacher. You know what I mean? So maybe you fill multiple roles, different hats for your purposes. You know what I mean? Within the same realm, but just doing different things within your everyday life.
That was fire.